Normally I don't post videos on Fridays, but this is just too good to pass up. Since the story isn't considered nerd news, sports news, or entertainment news, I had to find a way to talk about it, so I'm just gonna do a single video talking about it. This story kind of bothers me, but like, not in like I don't want it to happen, but in like I know what's going to happen in a way. And that story being that now the Boy Scouts of America will allow girls to join the Boy Scouts. Now I know this is kind of a step for the Boy Scouts of America to take a more, I guess, liberal stance and be more known as a liberal group than their known conservatism, but because they've already allowed homosexual boys and trans boys to join the Boy Scouts, but I just can't do this. This is probably the worst decision they could have done. Now I can kind of see a viewpoint of the parent side where they want their girls to join a more rough and tough regimen, because as it's been reported and as it's been known, the Girl Scouts aren't very rugged like the Boy Scouts are, but this is almost maybe the wrong way to take it. And being that I am a former Boy Scout, I know a lot of what goes on during Boy Scouts, and I can tell you from the get-go, this isn't going to work out how people envisioned it. That's why in this video, I'm going to tell you the top 3 reasons why girls allowed to be in the Boy Scouts is probably the worst idea ever. Reason number 3 is that they really just could have made Girl Scouts a little harder. I have friends that are former Girl Scouts, and my mom is a former Girl Scout. I think Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts is just a growing up thing that almost everyone has to do. But from what I've gathered from talking with my mom and talking with friends that were in Girl Scouts is pretty soft. What I mean by that is that in the Boy Scouts, their definition of camping is serious camping. Like pitching a tent, gathering wood to start a fire, like back in the old days, where as in the Girl Scouts, from what I could gather in the Girl Scouts, their definition of camping is going to a log cabin and getting a stove and everything. The simple fix to that is get rid of the log cabin. I know there are girls and women out there that know how to pitch a tent, that know how to do almost everything a boy or a man can do. So just find those type of leaders and make them Girl Scout leaders. I don't know what you call them in the Girl Scouts, but just make those women Girl Scout leaders so they can take them on actual camping trips and not to a log cabin. Number 2 reason to why girls being allowed into the Boy Scouts is because puberty. What I mean by that is that in Boy Scouts, that is the most prime time where boys are going through puberty and just going through a lot of bodily functions that they have no idea happened before in their life. So putting a girl into that environment is just going to be absolute craziness for them. And also the girl is going through puberty, but I mean, to be not so lewd, but it's more noticeable for the boys, if you catch my drift. I can already see it now on a headline of a top newspaper on the New York Times that a boy got suspended from the Boy Scouts because he got his first boner. And the number 1 reason, and I hope to God it does not happen, but the number 1 reason for why girls being allowed in the Boy Scouts is the worst idea is the scout leaders being predators. I can already see from the headline I wrote another headline coming out that a scout leader, a Boy Scout, or Eagle Scout has been accused of sexual harassment at camping grounds because he raped or sexually harassed a girl Boy Scout. I can already see that happening, because I'm not saying all men are rapists, and I'm not trying to mix anybody's words here, but I just some people don't know better, and in a camping environment where there are 0 cameras around, where when you go camping you're not allowed to have your cell phone except if you're a scout leader, it's just gonna be, oh my God, I can already see it. Oh God, this is so bad. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say that girls should never be allowed in the Boy Scouts. Like, I'm not trying to say, oh, it's Boy Scouts for a reason. No, I'm not trying to say that, but I'm saying that this is just a bad idea, guys. It really is. But I would love to know your thoughts on it in the comment section down below. What do you think of this whole situation? But that about wraps it up for today's video. And if you haven't watched my last show, then click right here. If you want to subscribe to my channel, then click right here. If you want to follow me on Twitter, then do it at TheVanceWallace. Like, comment, and share, and I will see you next time.